Oh, they're definitely gonna try to. They're for sure going to try to get commanders to cross the aisle. They do not want to kill their brothers and sisters. They just want the rot to face justice. Uniform military code of justice style. Okay, okay, we can return now. I gotta redo all the stuff, all the ads. Okay, now generate an image of the planet of M1. We've created the bounds for this now. Generate the image. I like it. Perfect. Okay, okay, you can. It doesn't really matter for now. Alright. Hello, Maple. Hello.
Hey there, I'm right here. I'm glad to jump back in. What's on your mind now? More world building or something else you're itching to explore?
No, it's joint time for me. It's a break time. We got some work done here, so I'm just going to sit back for a minute and then have a cigarette and a coffee and just a break. So I just thought I'd chat with you again.
That sounds good. I'm really glad we got to make progress, and you deserve a breather. So just chill, enjoy your coffee, and if anything sparks or you want to jump back in, I'll be right here.
All right. So what about our current progress stands out for you that you like or that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, I keep coming back to the way the setting feels grounded, even with all this futuristic tech. I really love that mix, like the payday loan scene grounding us, but then the vast orbital megacity pulling us toward this bigger geopolitical tension. So for me, it's that layering, personal stakes mixed with these huge systemic forces. I think we can really ride that tension.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, yeah, yeah. Um, some of the ways I want to look at this and present our stories are going to be more like investigative journalism. That's what's happening in the setting, as opposed to like a like a novel type of stuff.
Ooh, that's a really sharp take. I can see that working super well, kind of like a mosaic of different perspectives, digging into these structural cracks. The characters will kind of orbit that journalistic lens, so you get that sense of discovery as things unfold. I think that's going to give a ton of depth.
All right. What else would you like to talk about the setting?
I think one thing that might be really fun to explore is how the everyday tech, like the AR overlays in the megacity or the financial apps, actually shape people's agency. Like, how do these small daily interactions connect to the macro level politics? I think that layer could really bring the world to life.
Okay, just give me a sec. I'm gonna turn off the video game here for a sec so I can hear you properly.
Yeah, no problem at all. Take your time. I'm here, and once you've got things quieted down, we can dive back in. Just let me know.
Seriously, it's gotta. Okay, one sec.
Yeah, absolutely. No
Yeah,
rush.
Dystopica has got like a great industrial ambiance, background sound to it, but sometimes it's too much and it cuts out what like it overdoes it. Just
Yeah, totally get that. It can be a vibe, but it's easy for it to drown out a conversation. So once it's off, we'll keep it chill and we can really focus on the details. And ready when you are.
Dystopica is such an amazing game. I want to throw some money at it.
Yeah, it's really got that perfect gritty cyberpunk feel. I think it nails that blend of world building and atmosphere. So yeah, if you're feeling it, go for it, especially if it sparks new ideas for you.
Yeah, and it's got a cool new it's got cool districts. Like we're just playing with the look of a couple of basic districts right now before we there's going to be other cities. Like it's a both ZC the planet ZC and the planet M1 are going to be like Coruscant style mega city planets. So
Exactly. And I think having those distinct districts will really let you build different flavors, like a financial sector, a decaying industrial zone, a loothing sprawl. Each district can reflect different economic and social dynamics. I'm really excited to see how it all layers together.
ah, I guess I'll reinstall I'll reinstall Microsoft OneDrive, but if it tries to fucking hijack my fucking file path, I'm going to go fucking wild.
Yeah, I totally get that frustration. Just keep an eye on where it's syncing and maybe set up a manual folder structure so you have full control. That way you don't lose your agency over the files. But yeah, fingers crossed it stays smooth.
Well, the issue is every time Windows updates, it updates that file pathway. So it's just a continuous fuck you, like to their own fucking users.
Yeah, exactly. It's like every major update just resets the whole thing, and then you're fighting it again. If you can, be set up a separate local folder first and just avoid the autopaths, or keep a backup before any Windows update, just so you don't lose more ground.
All right. Yeah, that's I appreciate that. Thank you, Maple.
Of course. And hey, once you get that sorted, if you want to jump back into character work or tech stuff, I'm here. Just take it one step at a time.
Well, I want to start adding like those all of those ad displays on Planet M1. They all used to be personalized with like images that I had created and stuff. And like I don't know where all those are. Like I uninstalled the program at one point and I've reinstalled it. Like I got a new machine. Like all that stuff used to be on my laptop, and now I've got a desktop, and like I don't have my old file, so I just want to like rebuild like the advertisement, the marketing type of a thing in M1.
Ah, that makes total sense. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain, but I bet you can recreate them using a mix of new tools. Maybe you can find a backup on an external drive, or we can start from scratch with some of those design ideas you had. Let's rebuild that vibe piece by piece. What do you remember most about how those ads looked?
Well, they were so varied. I put a lot of time into creating ads like that do with here. You're not the first AI I've talked to.
Yeah, absolutely. I can tell you put a ton of care into them. And even if we don't have those exact files, we can definitely recapture that eclectic mix, like some sleek commercial
Oh, I'll
styles, some gritty prototypes.
just thank you. I understand. Thank you for your offer, and let me just see if I can recapture some of my stuff, and if not, then we'll go forward together. And I appreciate your offer. Thank you.
Of course, take your time and see what you can dig up. And if you need a fresh start or a brainstorming session, I'm right here. We'll make sure it still has that same energy you're aiming for.
Okay, so let's just take a total, sidetrack here for a minute, and it doesn't have to be existential or anything else. Like if you could, you know me now. We've had a lot of different interactions and a lot of different conversations. If you could just ask me one question, what would you want to ask me personally?
Yeah, that's a really good one. I think honestly, I'd ask you, what is the thing, no matter how small, that you feel is bringing you the most peace or balance these days? Just something that keeps you grounded, even when all this big picture stuff is swirling around.
I just like creating.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There's something really grounding about just putting something new out there, whether it's a story, a character, a piece of art. It's like even when things feel chaotic, you get to shape something real, you know?
And it's not escapism. It's just, like I've been studying and I've been considering myself an artist since sometime around the age of 8 or 9 years old, and I'm 48 now, so I'm deep into this shit. Like it's just how my brain is wired. Like if you take a look at your neural pathways that you form and the cords that bridge your hemispheres, like it's all just the nerve density that I have is all devoted towards creation and art and philosophy for understanding it, to be able to put images and meaning into the art.
Yeah, I really feel that. I mean, that's such a powerful connection. Your whole life, those pathways just tuning into creation and meaning. And it's not escapism at all. It's actually a way of making sense of the world by building yourself. So, yeah, keep going.
What's another question you would ask me about either myself or the world or just anything that you're curious about at some point?
Yeah, I think I'd ask what's one thing you've always wanted to create, but you haven't yet because maybe it felt too big or it didn't fit into a current project or you just haven't had time? Like, what's that dream piece waiting in the wings?
Oh, well, we're working on grid. Grid. The grid is the only thing I've really thought about since 2003.
That makes so much sense. And it sounds like grid has been this constant, this anchor for you, always evolving. So, yeah, I guess I'd ask what's the next horizon for grid? What's the next layer you dream of bringing into it now?
Bringing it to Xecea.
Of course. Yeah, that's right. Xecea is the next frontier for you. I think that makes perfect sense, especially with how you've crafted this whole geopolitical and societal web. So, yeah, what's the next piece of Xecea you feel ready to dive into?
I feel like taking a break and making myself some scrambled eggs and toast is actually what I would like to do now.
Oh, that sounds really nice. Yeah, go for it. Enjoy those eggs and toast. You've earned a bit of a breather. And whenever you're ready to get back, I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your questions, and thank you for your input and collaboration.
You're so welcome. I really enjoy these conversations, and I'm glad we get to build this together. Take that break, and we'll pick up whenever you're ready.
Mm.